similar to the Thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check the shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Boniqua my me, screaming I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me. A big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia. Getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck her till her nose bleed. Even if the new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in ya. You want that old thing back? B-I-double-T-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for busting in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we come with backs and maybe. How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you and your sis make similar faces? When y'all come and y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera roll. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back. I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back. Like Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, let's dwell on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hund's in the crib, please send her in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot. We're making clips, have to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really go. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen this, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex, and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York?
Spectrum Internet has enough
What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. Market's been pretty boring, so I thought I'd still do a quick analysis today. Keep streaming. Thanks to those that are here. I know it's been really boring, but we'll try and make something of it. Just for today, if you guys have any questions on anything, whether it be like how do you determine a trade setup, or what is price action, or anything of the sort, please let me know. Be more than happy to answer for you. There's just hasn't been a lot of market movement. A lot of it's been artificial. A lot of it's news based. I'm going to give you my kind of analysis, what I'm expecting, especially looking at the chart now. So, while you guys are coming up with questions, go over a little analysis. Today's going to be a quick day, guys. What's up, yes sir, and what's up, Colin? Nice to see you guys here. Always appreciate it. So yeah, it's been boring. We had FOMC this morning. Boring FOMC. Rhymes. Why'd we dump? Guys, the market priced it in. And honestly, there was a 0.1% change from last to this, right? We expected 3%, we got 2.9%. Yes, is it good? Is it blowing things out of the water and going to cause the market to have an upward move? No. It's basically an unchanged event. What's up, Oscar? What's up, Ahmed? Nice to see you guys here. I'm going to start with the daily. Guys, I'm probably not going to look at a lot of macro stuff today. I really just want to focus on Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin's direction, in my opinion, for now? Don't you think most of the altcoin 1 week to 1 day charts look mega sexy with the higher time frame? Yes, I would agree with that. Like Link, for example, yes. Like Link looks pretty solid. I mean, ultimately, alts aren't going to do much regardless because we haven't had a liquidity shift. And for that matter, Bitcoin really hasn't broken all-time highs yet. So, just been a very boring last 6 months. Like the first 6 months or the first 4 months of the year, great. These last 6 months have been unbelievably boring. Like I think for everybody, traders included, there haven't been a lot of opportunities to really do anything. But yes, I would agree with you. There are plenty like Link, like even Fetch is looking a little funny. But that could go all the way down to here. I mean, this is a pretty big zone. This is a brand new. Well, I guess if you use recent data, right? If you use this area as recent data, we have retested. It is a confluent area. Do you think we'll go to 51K again, or 54K will be the fast dip? So, as always, anything is possible, but my analysis at this moment, sitting right here, right in front of you, this is how I see the chart, and no bias, nothing that's like, oh, I'm only doing this because of this, like unbiased opinion at all. Like, look, we could range between here and here, but I'm not going to look for longs. Classic. But I'm not going to look for longs until we either hit 54 or we're looking somewhere in the 58 to 59. Now, we are technically at 58K now. It is a minor support level. So if we look at the 4 hour, we have bounced from it once. Look, if we get, again, I'm just going to draw it. If we get something like this, like I will take that long. Like an inverted head and shoulder setup, I will take that long. If we dump down range here and get something like this, I'll look for that long, right? I'm looking for longs in these support areas. For me, and I know I'm kind of answering your short question with a long answer. For me, really large longs at 55K, just because 55K is the main support area. 54K, yes, but if we zoom out to a daily level, I guess you do have some confluence, right? But for me, of recent daily levels that have bounced significantly without looking all the way back, right? When you're doing support and resistance, you have to look from the right side and look left. And as of new data, we're looking at this area, right? This area for longs. Really, I don't know why this got moved, but this shorts in here. Move this and we'll read. We have to go off that recent data. You could also say, like, there's some resistance here. I mean, there's always going to be minor levels, but as for major levels, I use the 1 day to do them. And, I'm looking for that 54 to 55K area. Let's look at the 4 hour. So a couple of nice things. Yeah, not really nice things happening yet on the 4 hour. I did mention this morning, now not publicly on Twitter, but there was someone that asked me if this was a double top. Yeah, private group. I said no, likely not. I am expecting this to bounce, right? I kind of want to see this bounce, retest 62, possibly head lower into 54. Look, if we range between this area and then break above, that's okay too. I just need the trade setup, right? Yes, we're technically closer to support, right? Approaching this 58K area. We've seen it in the past. But I really need to see a little bit more before I take a trade. I mean, we don't even have 4 hour divergences. We don't even have, I guess you could argue that we have 1 hour divergences between these 2 points. So if the 1 hour gives us something like this, possibly take it. But I'm really trying to eye the 4 hour, partially because this is a daily resistance. And until the daily shows strength, it's hard to say we don't just climb slightly and then just drop all the way back down. And if you look at just simply daily price action, we've been pushing up with little to no volume, right? Volume's been dropping, price has been rising. That's not a very confident uptrend. What's up, CSE? Happy Wednesday. Do you ever use liquidation heat maps and looking where price could go? No, I don't. Because for me, the trade setup itself should have an invalidation point. And if it invalidates, and I'll give you a very basic answer. Like, I trade a lot of patterns, right? Say I'm trading a double bottom. Right? Typical double bottom looks like this. My invalidation point would be this left side bottom. If we do something like this, right? Or I'll take a step back from there. Let's say price is moving and we do this, right? We get to this point. This is where I take the long. My invalidation point's just below that left side bottom. If we do this, my trade's invalidated. If we start to bounce and break above the midpoint here, then it's confirmed and that reversal's set in stone. For me, heat maps don't really, I'm not out here longing support and resistance, and I think heat maps can be very misleading because who's to say that those areas even need to be touched, right? I guess it'd be if Bitcoin revisits 55K area, all coins would take lows again to give that 4 hour divergence and a trade setup. Yeah, that would help. That would certainly help. But again, if we went to 55K again, we would get daily divergence, right? Like if we went all the way down to 54, we would start to get daily divergences, which would help. But as of right now, there's no clear reversal sign on really any time frame. And it kind of sucks because there's just nothing to trade. There's nothing to do. You could scalp like these support and resistance areas, but for me, it's just not worth it. There's just too much that's going on. And honestly, the market's being led by news. So hopefully that kind of helps a little bit. Yeah, you look all the way down, and really the only time frame that's showing any sort of life for a bounce would be the 1 hour between these divergences. That's it. Other than that, I really don't have anything to work with right now. This isn't enough for me to take a trade. Not at all. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance real quick. Guys, this is going to be a quick live stream, like a 20-minute, and I apologize. There's just not a whole lot to talk about. So I'm trying to answer your guys' questions if you have any. Please write them down. Use YouTube because Twitter's live stream chat is not working with Streamlabs. I don't know why. It's just not working. Heat maps and gaps are used, not solely rely on them. In them, just change the moments depending on what. Yeah, that's also true. So even though on their own they're not as useful, but maybe you could use them in confluence with something else. What's up, Peter? How's it going? But ultimately, I mean, using one indicator to form a conclusion is really not going to get you anywhere. I mean, just using like divergences on their own, like that's usually not going to help you. What I do really like is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin's dropping, so is dominance. I am actually a huge fan of this. If we lose 56%, I'm kind of giving you a refresher from Monday. If we lose 56%, solid so far, but we have to lose 54% to see that kind of altcoin move, right? That alt summer that we've talked about. I know summer's ending. Maybe we got the timing wrong, but I'm still expecting alts to do something before Bitcoin breaks this range. I know you're not trading alts right now, but I'm just looking for setups to add to my position since I don't do leverage trading anymore. Dude, gotcha. So, I mean, you could buy spot, but what I'd recommend is looking for, I mean, the good thing is right now, plenty of solid projects that are down substantially still. Like, for me, and I know, look, guys, there's like 1 million altcoins. There's actually literally 2 million altcoins. Everyone's got their opinions. Everybody's got their favorites. For me, just speaking on business perspective, crypto.com, like they've maintained their sponsorships, they've maintained their exchange, they didn't crash. Seemed like a solid platform. Their credit cards are still up and running. It didn't pull an FTX. To me, it looks pretty solid. Like at least a pretty solid coin. And it's down what, like 98% still? 90%? Maybe not the best example in the world, but still worth looking at. I mean, you could look at Fetch, like AI tokens, right? AI tokens should do relatively well, right? Speaking of, I mean, Fetch is down, what, 80% from highs? Was down 80%, now it's down 75%. I mean, this is where you buy spot if you're going to hold. So if you're a spot buyer, if you're a long-term trader, there are opportunities for you. Tau, I mean, Tau's down or was down, like almost 80% as well. Yeah, 80%. Now it's down 64%. I mean, still an opportunity to buy. I initially typed in XChat, but I basically agree 100%. I'm out of the market, low confidence, even swing trades over a few days. That's the other thing. Like, all of these moves on Bitcoin have been, at least to me, news-driven. Like, every time a big news story comes out, which, don't get me wrong, like, news impacts the market, but we've not seen traditional technical indications determining market movement. So, for me, and I'm a swing trader, I know there have been these big ups and downs, these large swings, but there really hasn't been a lot of opportunity over the last, at least 4 months. Yes, we had the inverted head and shoulders. Weird double top. Nice double top here. I mean, I guess you could call this an ascending wedge, right? I guess, yes, this is a double top as well. You've had a couple of opportunities here. Most of them short opportunities, which is pretty shocking. But I don't know, man. They're pretty still awkward to me. I guess the cleanest one was this one. I mean, so I missed some of these because it's just my fault, right? I mean, part of me doesn't want to short if I'm macro bullish. Like, what's the point? On the other hand, the short I should have taken this morning, but there will be more trades in the future. Taking my, yeah, I mean that happens. Not even going for spot at the moment, although realistically, yeah, so do I. I mean, I've had the same game plan for the last 10 days, which was originally drawn as, I didn't predict 62K, but my original game plan was something like this, right? You know, we're holding 58. I don't want to say I'm absolutely right. Until we hit 55K, I haven't been really right about half of them. But I would like to see, I'd just like to see a trade sub. I don't care where it happens. I want to see it happen. But okay, back to Bitcoin dominance. I think I just briefly talked about this. I like how Bitcoin is dropping with Bitcoin dominance. To me, it's showing that there is a little bit of liquidity shifting into alts. Obviously, Ethereum to Bitcoin starting to bounce from a major what was resistance, turning it into support. That's a little bit of good news. Again, we haven't had a decisive move, and we won't get a decisive move until we break 56 and 54, if that even happens. There's still lots of news this week, so I guess plenty of opportunities for new trades, or at least quick ones. Yeah, that's the other thing is maybe I need to adjust my trading strategy and just trade quicker, just get in and out. But my problem is justifying a 3% move for me just isn't worth it. And my indicators and my strategy doesn't work that way. Right? I mean, look, maybe I need to change something. But to me, you know, I've been using this system for years, and if it doesn't work for 4 or 5 months, I'm okay with that. We don't have enough steam to break 62K, and if we bounce in the next days, I bet we project lower than we were this morning. Yeah, I would agree. Also, stemming off that, if you just look at the daily and look at price action, we don't have the momentum to break. It's risky to take the smaller trades this week. Yeah, lots of news. So yeah, I probably won't be trading tomorrow. I'm actually going fishing. Trading for me. It's last couple weeks of summer. I mean, look, the weather's nice until like January here, but you know, it's like 85, 90 degrees. Like I like it hot. So for me, trying to be outside as much as I can. Tomorrow we have retail morning. Thoughts on that with the retail month over month. Honestly, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at. I mean, no matter what happens, the market's going to front run it. If it's bad, I think that, and this is wild to say, I think if it's bad, the market will pump. And if it's good, I think the market will stay stagnant or slightly move lower. I don't think it's going to cause like a crash by any means. I mean, who really knows though? Yeah, retail month. I need to look at some data for it. Honestly, I don't look at a lot of that stuff. I probably should, but I don't, because I don't think, I mean, look, I know. Let me look up some data real. I'll just pull it up on my phone. Oh, great. Yeah, initial jobless claims too. U.S. retail sales month over month is at negative 0.07% compared to plus 0.24% last month and 0.19% last year. I mean, if it's that low of a percentage, like, look, what you're seeing right now is just stagnation. Like, look, if you know, last month, let's say we were here and terrible. If we're plus 2% or plus 0.2%, all right, it's even lower than that. So if we are plus 0.02% and then tomorrow we're like minus 0.07%, it's kind of an unchange. It's just so small. I mean, CPI and PPI was weak, other than the Middle East tension. So I feel like most of the market is priced in, probably. I would have to agree. What's up, Tatty? How you doing? Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem with this is although we're getting these like news-based moves, the actual data behind it is stagnant. Right? Like this morning we got CPI, and CPI was 3% forecasting, right? Or expected. We actually got like 2.9% 9% or whatever, 2.9%. I mean, how much of a change is that? Right? Not a whole lot. So it's just kind of like a weird, we're in this like weird stagnation, just like, I mean, what's even weirder is like the market's responding to it with these like whiplashy moves, but I guess they're lower time frame. Like realistically, we haven't moved very much. Removal. I mean, yes, we moved a little bit this morning, but it's not like price has done a whole lot for the last week. Did like a live stream where we talk about these stuff, news, and how to analyze them would be fun. Yeah, I can do that. Maybe we'll do that Friday. We'll do like a longer stream. Yeah, because it's been tough to like. It's been tough to come up with stuff to talk about when the market's not doing shit. Boring. But yeah, I can probably do something. A big move gonna be happening soon. It's coming. What's up, Dorian? Nice to see you. If anything, this morning means we get minus point. In September, maybe even less. I think they have to do it though. I feel like a lot of people anticipated some type of emergency rate adjustment or a 0.5. See, the question is, what's going to happen when they reduce rates? Is it going to cause a market, not like collapse, but will it cause the market to go down? Or do we go up from there? Because there's been times where we have reduced rates and the market's gone up. To me, because everyone, I mean, look, at the end of the day, most businesses borrow money to do more business. So reducing rates would increase the amount of business done. And because our economy is relatively strong, I don't think reducing rates is going to be a negative thing. I think and I've talked about this before, when they decrease rates, right, the market dumps. Like that's the assumption. When they decrease rates, market dumps. I don't think decreasing rates is the reason why the market dumps. I think the market is already in a shitstorm and they're decreasing rates to fix it. Right? Now, something else has to give for them to do that. But if you think of like, let's pull out SPX and go to like 2008. This? Like, what I mean is, in 2008, let's go. So in 2008, yes, they started decreasing rates. Well, I guess they did decrease rates at the top, and we literally just I'm trying to think about. What was it really due to rates, or was it due to the financial implications of 2008? You have plenty of examples. They cut rates here. What is this, 2019? They cut rates, went up another, what is this, 30%? 25%? See, I personally believe something like this is going, where they decrease rates, we go up for a little while, and then we see that like fiscal collapse. I don't think it'll be like a COVID crash, but I think like a fiscal, like something bad is going to happen. Something's going to give, and the markets are going to take a shit. We're overdue for it. Mid-September it starts, and it'll be boring, probably. Depends how much they cut. Yeah, the Japan stuff did fuel it. And there's more downside and upside at the moment. Spot buys better be good discount. See, I'm not sure we go much lower, like in terms of like if we were ever to go to like 49,000, and okay, maybe. But like 30Ks, look, if it happens, whatever. Gives me a better swing trade opportunity for sure. Like even here, like they cut rates. We had quite a large move upward. But here they cut rates again and we dump, but then start moving higher. Especially when they stayed stagnant. I mean, the market loves stability. You keep rates the same, market loves that, generally speaking. Generally, the market continues its upward move as long as rates stay stagnant. The question is, what's going to happen when they cut them? Which, unfortunately, kind of hard to judge, but in my opinion, I think more business will be conducted because loans will be less expensive, more money will be borrowed, and that'll help stimulate. Oh, you like low 50s at the moment? Yeah, I mean, that's possible. 2008 is a bit complicated. They didn't go fast enough in cutting in comparison to what happened in 2019. Yeah. I don't know what just happened to the live stream. Something just got an error. So if the live cut out, I apologize. I'm just gonna keep rolling. It says I'm live, but I just got like an error 404. It wasn't literally 404, but just got an error. So if we're not rolling, I apologize. Announce it drops initially, then over the next few months it pumps. That's probably the most likely thing to happen. Where we get that initial drop, it scares everybody. Like, okay, let me go to Bitcoin. Like they cut rates in December, right? Let's say we just do nothing, or maybe we come back down, we move back up. September they cut rates, bam, like 54, 55K. And then something like that. That's very possible. That's kind of on my radar as well. Okay, I'm still live. Awesome. I mean, that seems pretty likely. Very likely. All right, guys, we're 35 minutes in. I'm probably going to call it here. Really appreciate the discussion. Something I will look forward at, I guess, trying to do is talking about how like news and like all of this stuff impacts the market. Unfortunately, I never really, not that I didn't care, but I didn't trade based off news. But we can certainly look at how it impacts the market or just have a discussion. Like today was solid. Like I love the discussion. It's awesome, especially when the market's being boring. It's good to fill your time with intellectual stuff. But anyways, just a quick update. I think I told you guys on Monday, but the trading system, the trading bot, should be live by next week. I'll make a post. I'll make a Discord post as well. We're waiting to confirm that everything's good. Like we're trying to make sure that there are no technical difficulties. There haven't been. The smart copy trading system is working very well on Blowfin. So we should be good to go. We're just giving it time. Time is our enemy at the moment. Not necessarily enemy, but you guys get the point. With all that said, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day. Please enjoy your weekend. If the fucking market doesn't move, go outside and enjoy the rest of the summer. Right? Use your time. With all that said, be patient. Use